Hallo, guten Tag. If Hello, guten Tag. So today we're walking around. We're walking the street. So we're going to do some outdoor conversation right now, and it's quite cold in Deutschland. And like this morning, it was like I woke up with this. I really didn't have proper sleep. Oh my gosh, there are lots of hawks. Wait, I don't know if you could see that, but they're there. So, anyway, wow. I don't know if you're someone who believes in spirituality, or if you're someone that believes in spirits or something that is higher than you, or bigger than you. You can relate with me. And like, I'm the type of person who was once a cynic. I was really a cynical person. I really, although yeah, Filipinos are really religious, and the fact that, let's say 90%, if I'm correct, 90% of the Filipinos are Catholics, and I believe that most of them really have some kind of familiarity when it comes to Christ consciousness, you could say. And why I emphasize Christ consciousness, because like, Jesus is telling or saying the one line that really struck me out of all the things that he said in his lifetime. There's one thing that really sticks. There's really one line that I could say saved me, and saved my life in a profound way. So it's, love your neighbors as you love yourself. At first, it's like a cliche. Everyone knows about that line. Everyone knows about, like, everyone knows that line. So just because it's so cliche, you think that it's not really important, or just because it's been repeated so many times, it becomes a cliche. And when we talk about cliche, it means like the moment we say it, or the moment we see it, it doesn't mean anything, or doesn't have that much impact. But for me, like, I have a Bible. I studied Bible. I was a preacher, like student preacher in college. I have 3 to 5 disciples with me, and I was like preaching about God's word and all that, and I was even baptized. I was like, we went to some sea, and we went to have some, like the baptismal ceremony, and it was kind of profound at that time, because I was just 18, and I didn't have any plans in the future. I didn't have any like outlook in my life, except that I will graduate in college. And the fact that I don't have any plans, in my life, is so weird, because it's so contradictory, because I was like at the top, and everyone expected me to be in the, like, expectations. Everyone expected me to be at the top, to be able to adapt to situations, and like, being able to reach the top, being able to easily get a job, easily get a stable life. But that's not what happened to me. You see, I'm just walking here. I don't have a job, and we don't have money. I don't have money. Well, I have money, but not enough. Change the dialogue, girl. Change the dialogue. You have money. It's just not enough. Okay? It's just not enough. And the fact it's not enough, that's the problem, because it's not enough. And I don't know, like, it's so weird because I'm in Germany. I should have been easy. It should be easy to find a job. It should be easy for me to, like, figure out my life. But it wasn't like that because first things first, there's like, if you are like that, if you're like me, if you were like me who really didn't have any plans in life or really have no clear plans or direction in life, then you're not alone. And what I can say to you is that just chill. So let's say you finished your studies, you finished your university, or if you're someone who's already working and didn't have any job at all because for whatever reasons, maybe you're already too old for the job or you're so overqualified or whatever. So the fact that you don't have job, regardless of your age, the moment that you realize that you don't actually know yourself, then how can you find a perfect job for you, right? And that was the problem for me. I didn't have a solid foundation for myself. I didn't have any solid foundation for myself. So that means I didn't know myself. So I didn't know. I was just taking education because I thought at that time it was the simplest course that I could take to finish college immediately. Just to, like, compensate the fact that I don't have any direction in life. Because others really, like, others have like, oh, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be this and that. And, like, I don't have those. And as a kid, I remember I'm fine with just living my life. I'm fine with just living my life alone with my books at that time. And I'm fine with it. I was fine being alone. I was fine being lonely, not in a negative way. Like, for sure, being alone all the time makes you feel lonely, but it's not really like the loneliness wherein, like, you really don't have any kind of hope at all, kind of feeling. And just because like that's the direction you're in now, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say now. So, but the fact that you don't know much about yourself for whatever reason, maybe because of trauma or whatever happened to you in the past, the fact that you don't have any clear plan for yourself, then that's the problem. No matter how many times you'll find a job, no matter how many times you'll get a job, you'll always feel disappointed. You'll always feel like there's something missing. Even if you think that this is the perfect job, you still don't know if this is for you. And, like, the people around me, like, like right now, and not really right now, like here in Deutschland, the people around me, surrounding me, they have jobs. Okay, they have jobs. But they're not satisfied with it. None of them. None of them like their jobs. And then here I am, having no job, but still smiling. It's as if, like, I don't have debts. I have debts. I have a lot of debts. I have thousands of euros of debts. And just to give you a context of my situation, I don't have a job. I have thousands of euros of debts. And I don't have the skills. I don't have the skills to be like to integrate in Deutschland as much as I can. And no matter how much I try to follow the bureaucratic process of, okay, get into the integration course, I couldn't afford. Why? Couldn't afford a rent. How could I afford education? So just that fact alone is a big thing. And that fact alone is a big thing. But am I sad? Am I sad? Do I look sad to you? No, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. And I'm okay. Because money is money. Come and go. I'm not attached to it. I'm not attached to my debts. Debts will be there. And if you watch my videos, it's like the reason why the reason is like I am able to put all this external force outside my internal system. And because my internal system is strong, no matter what life throws at me, I will not be wavered. I will not be like, I will stumble for sure. I will stumble, I will fall, but that doesn't mean I will not get up. That doesn't mean that I will not be able to smile, I will not be able to talk to you like this and share my insights and feelings and thoughts about my life. And the fact that I don't have a job, I don't have money, and I'm okay. It's kind of surprising for me because usually I should be panicking, right? I should be panicking. I should be so pressured. I should be so like, oh my God, I have to pay, I have to work so hard and blah, blah, blah. No. Debts are debts and they will stay as debts. But it doesn't define me. It doesn't define who I am. So why should I be affected? So what can I do now? We have like alternative sources. We have like eBay and all that, and like it's kind of struggling. It's really struggle. It's pure struggle. But I don't know where the camera is pointing at. But the fact that I'm okay. The fact that I'm okay. This is something that I can share with you. Why am I okay in the middle of everything? Like I said, I have strong inner world. The very thing that saved me from all the distress as a child. And although I've lost it somewhere in my adulthood, in my 30s, I was able to get it again. I was able to access my inner child again. And because of that, I was able to build this strength that I never thought I have. The strength that makes you smile even in distress. The kind of strength that makes you so resilient that you can be so annoying, that your presence is so annoying because everyone is grumpy, everyone is having their own stress in life, and here you are, you're smiling as if like, what is she doing? Like, is she weird or so? But I don't care. It's my mood. It's my temperament. And because of that, yeah, I'm okay. And so what's in it for you? What's in it for you? Church. That's the thing. I mean, what makes me okay? Just looking around my surroundings. Just having the time to appreciate the very things that I usually miss. Like how beautiful a tree is. Like how, like, because I don't have a job, it gave me the opportunity, the privilege to, instead of sulking in the corner and cry and mourn for my job, mourn for myself for not being able to be functional adult, I turned that energy, you could say, I turned that energy to something else then. And what's that something else? So what's that something else? Instead of directing my energy to the negative, I try to navigate it, to put it on the positive side. So let's say like I don't have a job, I have a lot of debts. So instead of thinking about just pure disappointment, blaming myself, berating myself for collecting so much debts, for berating myself for making stupid decisions, scolding myself for being so stupid and dumb for doing this when you should have done that, and instead of like, what if, what should have, instead of spending my time for those things, I rather spend in prayer. Just like this, in front of me is a church. You wouldn't be inspired, you wouldn't be, you wouldn't be uplifted just by looking at that. Like every time I pass here, every time I have problems, whenever I pass here, I feel calm. And I feel okay. So that's like just one of the little things. It's just one of the little things that keeps me alive. Second thing is my novel. Directing my energy, the negativity, transforming into positive. So all my pains, all the frustrations that I have here is turned into fiction. They become characters. They become the characters of the book. And because they become the characters of the book, I was able to confront myself in a way where let's say like I'm writing Clay's part. I'm writing Clay's POV, point of view, and he's doing this. And for sure, there's no other source for me to get that inspiration to write his part except collecting what I have experienced in life, except just, just looking within and know what I'm feeling, know what I'm thinking, and with, because of, how should I say, because of using my personal experience to write Clay. Because Clay, my main character, is like the old me. He's like a surgeon. He's a surgeon. He's a brilliant surgeon. Cardiothoracic, is that? Yeah, something like that. Cardiothoracic surgeon. And he's great, but because of, instead of going St. Luke's, oh my gosh, a black dog. You've seen the black dog up there. Anyway. Where was I? Yeah. So because Clay's part was written from the experiences, this part of me, I was able to confront my stupid decisions through Clay's lens. Although I know this lens is my lens. This is my life I'm writing. Because, just so you know, I write novels without plot. I don't plan my novels. I just write and write and write. And there are times like I do research just to, fact check, do fact checking, and, do some research and review my journal entries and see which part relates to this particular part, this beat, and all that. It helped me kind of like realize the mistakes that I've done, and kind of in a way where, since this is fiction, they will stay, like the problems, all the negative stuff is transferred on the page instead of me keeping it in my heart. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but because of redirecting all these energies that, like toxic energies that's swirling in my gut, and transforming them into different characters. I have 5 characters. Hello. And because they have, there are 5 of them. So that means 5 parts of me. and they have different parts. Like Clay was like the old self, wherein like he denies he's like a caged artist who cannot execute or demonstrate his artistic abilities because he fears leaving his stability. So although he knows he's an artist, so it's like a part of me who knows that I am an artist, but I am somehow caged. I cannot get out, for whatever reasons. At that time, it was like I have a stable job and all that, but I wasn't happy. So that's a part of me where I put that out in Clay's perspective. Same with Valon. Valon was the depressed me, the artist, the volatile Jinjuriki, and the obsessed, the Scorpio in me. And whatever you see, if you read my book, if you've read that book, by the way, it's available on Substack. If you've read that book, you will understand that Valon's part is like so heavy. And because it's so heavy, I know, like, oh my gosh, it took me a while to like just finish the first draft, just because of just managing all these emotions coming up the moment I write him. And same with Liz, same with Agatha, same with Elaine. And because of that, I was able to like release them out of me. Okay? And because I've released them, I spent 3 years releasing them. It was like 6 months pure release because of the first draft, because it took me like 6 months to 8 months maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around that time. And because of that, like, imagine the hollow feeling I feel after writing that book, with all of these frustrations and anger inside me. All of that was released and became a novel. It became like I didn't realize, really, seriously, I never realized that how much anger I have kept within me. Not until I was able to write 100,000 word manuscript. Actually, 120,000 word manuscript. So just that, the amount of anger I have within me, carried all the way from childhood to the present. And I know they're still in there. That's why I still have a lot of books to write, because I have a lot of anger. I have anger issues. And because I have a lot of anger issues, I know I have a lot of stories to tell. I have a lot of books to write. So I don't know if this makes sense to you, and I know this video is getting long, but point is, no matter what life throws at you, as soon as you find that one gem, that one treasure, let's say if you like to write music, if music is calling you, then do it. And make sure that music is not like, okay, it's popular, or I will use these words because it sounds so good. No. Try to direct it from within. Find the words in your heart. What were the words that you wish to tell your parents? What were the words that you wish to tell your partners, like other people who harmed you, who caused you harm, or whatever message you have in your heart? Just let it out. Don't look at the trends. Don't look at the popular stuff, because eventually, if people like what you have, or what you do, or what you did, if that's finished, that will be popular, that will be trending, But to stand out in the crowd, everyone has unique stories. So that's why if you like to stand out, then you have to go within. You have to look within. That's why the only writing advice that I could give you, if you're a writer and you like to write books, just look around and look within. I don't have do some save a cat format or some 3-act structure. I will not tell you all this bullshit. I will not tell you rules, because I hate rules. So why I give you rules? So just look around. Like, look around you, right? Look around you. And look around you and look within. So when you look around, see what's in front of you right now. So right now, what's in front of me is the street. There are cars, and it's the gloomy weather. So you can take that as like, okay, this is the scene. The character is walking on the side of the street, thinking about his life and blah blah. So that's how you can make use then of look around, look within. Look within is like studying yourself in a way you haven't done before. So what does that mean? You use astrology if you like. You can use MBTI, whatever, like psychological tests, and maybe like some kind of spirituality, just like me, that I integrate spirituality in my work, because this is spirit. This is spiritual healing. The way the book is not just like, okay, I wrote a book. It's not like that. It's more than that. And I think I've mentioned that in my previous video. So the fact that it healed me, writing the book healed me. That's why I'm now in a position where I'm walking on the street knowing that I have debts, and knowing that I don't have enough money to pay all the responsibilities that I have to do and pay as an adult. Goodness, just because I'm an adult. Anyway, so that's why I can smile no matter what life throws at me. I will not be bothered, because anyway, I have done the job. And no matter what happens to me, the fact that I was able to release that in a book, I'm fine. So I don't know if this message resonates with you, but this is like to all creatives and artists who are caged like clay, Dr. Clay, or if you're an artist who's caged in his volatility instead of just flowing like water, like to every artist and creators out there. If you feel caged in one way or another, then it's time to take a look at it and examine why it's happening. And maybe if find a medium, not a medium, spirit medium, find a tool or a way, a channel for you to express that. In my case, it's writing a book. Maybe in your case, it's like writing music, or maybe creating some kind of program, community outreach, whatever it is you have in your mind. Painting, maybe you like sketching, maybe you like community services, maybe, I don't know. There are lots of possibilities right now, so that you don't have to limit yourself with this, okay, this is it in step 1, step 2, step 3. Life is never linear. No matter how you plan your life, shit comes. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but this is the message that I'd like to say with you today. So I hope that you have a great day, and I love you so much. See you in the next one. Tschüss.